Hello friends, welcome, and we're back creating more Rhg characters for the Stones Rhg universe. We just left off last stream making Mr. Guy, Origin of Katurksi Man, Lina Kuzu, Otaku, and King. It was a doozy, but we are now set to make some more. I'm wondering if I'm going to stop at around like 100 maybe. Currently my list goes to 92. I do believe if I updated this list with the current comments it'd take us to right around 100 people, but I really want, I can't make them forever, right? Maybe, I don't know, I probably could, I don't know, but I'm itching to bring some of these to life. So my concern is if I keep the list open forever, I'll be perpetually making them and not animating them. And I want to get them alive. I want to start introducing people to these characters how I see them or how I envision them in my mind. Because I know people will love to see them in action. And the art and descriptions might be fun, but I know a lot of people aren't seeing the photos that I post, which is totally okay. But I would say I'm an animator first and an artist 99th. So we'll see. I'm excited to create some more tonight, but I'm thinking we'll do like 100 soft cap, you know? Soft cap meaning like I gotta put it on pause so I can animate some of them, you know? Anyways, Flavio, Neptune, TSO, Dote, and Twan, what's up guys? I'm gonna get my thinking sunflower seeds in my mouth and get to cracking. All right. Pog, what's up, dude? Look at these thwomps. Our rock mouse creating cheese thwomps, 3 cheese rock thwomps. Beautiful. Okay. How are we doing? You guys ready to hang out? We locking it in? I think it's time to lock in. Up next we have... Oh, me clicking Firefox for some reason. Yeah. Actually, let's go ahead and link up the mountain. It's late night stream time. You're joining. Okay. Next on our list, it is Nabma. Nabma, huh? Not giving me a whole lot to work with there. But that's okay. We've made more with less. Right? Right. Y'all excited for the stream or what? I gotta get hyped. I gotta get jacked up, dude. Give me a color. Ooh! That's a pretty one. I like that. I just copied the color I just selected. There we go. 3 times in a day. What's up, Skelly Guy? We have made. How many since last night? We started... Last night was Lucid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, we're gonna make 10 today. Minimum 10. Nabma. Up next. Okay, we got a blue. Maybe we go aquatic here? Aquatic? Maybe some aquatic. Aquatic how? I don't know yet. You leave a comment on my TikTok. Let me get the link up for you. Give me just a second. The details on how to do so are right here. Sorry, this is not the link. This is not the link. That's the Discord. This is the link to the TikTok. What is our other aquatic person? Oh yeah, Sipple Squid. I wonder how I can make this aquatic. I'm feeling something fishy.
Break it down.
What's up, Titanium? I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Dark wave.
I'm at the just draw stuff phase. I don't know what it means yet. I just let my hands do literally whatever. I don't know what's going on yet. It's cool that it's like I'm like pulling on something. I don't know what or why. Kind of seems like he's pulling on something though. Is he riding a fish? I mean, that'd be a nightmare to animate. He's like riding a fish that's like, I don't know. What's up, Crow? I'm feeling like he's a fish. Why? Don't know. How? Also don't know. What if he's a single eye? Ooh. What if he's got one eye? Kind of like, whatever species Cashier is. Maybe he also has a coin head like Cashier. Maybe that's their species. Is that they have like these coin head and they're cyclopses. I'm making it up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't make the rules, man. Listen.
Dark wave.
Okay. Nama, like that one meme where the guy is dressed up like a mouse. Purposely gets his hand in a mouse trap. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Dark wave.
He's got a coin for a head. Why? Don't know, man. I'm going with the flow. Okay. So he has a coin on his head. Why? I don't know, man. We're just going with it. Blur both? No. Blur Y? Yes. Drop the strength. Drop the distance. There we go. Man, you gotta sleep. I will sleep. It's only 9 o'clock here. We're chilling. Something fishy. Thinking something fishy. Fishtail? Question mark? That might be unnecessary secondary motion without a lot of value, you know? But we're on the right track. What's up, Waddle? Yeah, I'm in Cali. Fins? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know that I want to go that far animating that all the time. Jump scare. What's up, Dolyog? Yeah, bat wings for sure. They definitely were. I'm just letting things flow. I don't know what use those would be. Netting. That's fishing, but not necessarily fish. It doesn't have to be aquatic. I'm using my thinking. Something wavy. Huh, I don't know. Weapon types. What are some weapons we could have? Blades, mallets, staffs, wands. Something to do with fish, maybe? A copper sword? That'd be kind of cool. I like the color contrast idea. I think that'd be kind of neat. He's feeling very Minecraft oriented, no? He's like that. I forget what those things were called in Minecraft that are like, they're like underwater and they're very blue, and they have all those squids. Usually, you have to get like sponges to clear them out. They're a sea something. Monument. That's what it was. Guardians. Oh, you know what? Listen. Cashier has an on-hit effect. What if this guy also has an on-hit effect? Maybe his culture has on-hit effects. What's an on-hit effect that a slicing object would do? On-hit effect that a slicing object might do. Such as this. Thinking maybe water aquatic theme? Using our thinking. We're thinking. Could it create bubbles on hit? Do I want that? No. I don't fear. I don't want to use water attacks as like... I feel like water is weak unless you're like using it as a force that pushes and pulls. You know? What's up, Maniac? How you doing, man? I'm trying to think about what to do with this blade here. How happens if I add up? Ooh, that's kind of nice. That's a pretty color. What if I blur it? Ugh. Ooh, now it looks like a hot blade. Hi. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ooh, it's like a golden sheen now. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Can't do that. That's another layer of the same thing. That's cool, but not necessary. We're using our thinking. How cool was the blade do, guys? Whoa, wait a minute. Yo. That looks hot. That's a sick looking blade, man. Why is it hot though? I don't know. Do I want it to be hot? I don't think so. No, I don't want it to be hot. Maybe where he's holding it for some texture. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe he's got a magma sword. Yeah. Maybe the angrier he gets, the more the blade heats up. Possibly. I kind of want like an on-hit effect for this guy. What if... Because I feel like maybe the cashier culture has like on-hit effects for some reason. I don't know. We're just making stuff up. What if when he makes contact, it spews out like little magma rocks? I don't know. I just like the color contrast a lot. Like, this looks like a really cool weapon to me. What do you guys think? What if I take chunks out of it? Is that cool? Ooh, that looks even cooler. Melted gold. I'm using my thinking. Maybe the cashier culture is based around gold. Maybe is this a Midas touch blade? The deep sea Midas blade? Use a handle though? Maybe. What if? Fish. Haha, fish! It's the goldfish. It's the goldfish sword. Literal. Midas fish, goldfish sword? Is that real? What do I care? I mean, it's a goldfish sword. It's a goldfish sword. What the? The Midas fish is real in Fortnite. True. This is an aquatic guy. Somehow. Haven't decided how yet. What's up, Tick? What's up, Mr. Guy? How we doing? What do we think? What do we think? What are we thinking? What are we doing with the sword here? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Ah. Make it stop. What if it splashes gold and he can swim through it? On impact? That's very FX heavy. It looks like it would turn stuff to gold or burn stuff. It looks like it's red hot. We're thinking. This is a blade. This blade either does something or is a part of doing something. Let's see what just lowering the alpha does. I don't know. Can we put anything on his back, perhaps? Any secondary motion concepts? Are you guys lagging? YouTube is not receiving enough video maintain smooth streaming. You guys good? I don't believe that I think it's lying to me. A trident for a weapon? I really like this sword. I don't know that I want to go trident. Not a bad idea for being on theme, though. Just messing around with stuff. I have no idea why I'm doing this yet. Whoa, chill. Yeah, that's not necessary. Just mess around. Now my balls. It's cutting in and out a bit. Uh-oh. Okay, now it's good. Now it says it's good. There needs to be something else. I like this color, though. I almost want to give him a back bling of some kind. Of what, though? And why? I don't know what this is. Huh? I have no idea what this is. Let's see if we can make it make sense. Nick, one of my favorite designs of maybe ever, was created purely randomly, just like this. I didn't know what I was doing. Actually, most of these characters, I'll be honest, is just me creating shapes and being like, I don't know, this feels like something for some reason. And then it hits me and I'm like, oh, I know why. Maybe a hook? Maybe a hook. Maybe it's a hook. Why it's a hook, I don't know. Is it on his back? I don't know. Because fish, yeah. Hey. That was rude, Flash. I was doing stuff there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of like just this shape for some reason. Ooh, what if it goes on his shoulders? What if it's hovering him? Why would it be hovering him? I don't know. I don't know. What if I give it a sparks glow? And then created a duplicate and made it add. What does it look like? Wow, that's really hot. What does that mean? I don't know. But I like it, kinda. What could he be doing with this? It's almost like a boomerang. Give them to the coin for legs grabbing his head. Give them to the coin for legs grabbing his head. I don't even know what? What? He could use it to nab stuff? That he could. I don't know. Maybe it's useless. The claw. A coin creature? Maybe we were getting from where? A hook similar to Roadhog? Roadhog? I don't know that I want to go with another weapon unless it does something for this weapon, you know? Dual weapon, unless he's just straight up dual wielding. That's a totally different story. If he's dual wielding, why? Why might he be a dual wielder? I think it really depends on what these swords do, man. What do the swords do? They're fish themed. They're hot. We gotta have something here. Knife? Are they smaller? No, I feel like they're so much cooler big. He doesn't have to be dual wielding, but it just looks cool. I don't know yet. What if they're linked together? Might be nightmarish to wield. A nunchuck knife? Yikes. That scares me. I'm not man enough to animate that. Maybe it deep fries stuff? That's funny. Maybe he's a fish fry guy. I feel like these swords would melt. Like, these are magical somehow, right? I mean, looking at them, these look magical. Am I wrong? They look magical to me. I mean, that would be cool to have anything that the swords come in contact with, that it starts to deep fry and get crispy. But it'd be really hard to illustrate that, I think. I'm using my thinking. Can we draw any inspiration from anyone else? I wanted some kind of after effect. You know, cashier is when you make contact with the bat, it springs out coins that explode after a short duration with an electric burst. Spectre has an on-hit effect that he reaps souls and has a soul factory. And what is there something that he could do that would the swords look like it pulls something? Yeah, the swords seem like they're 1,000 degrees hot for sure. They look like they'd hurt. What could they do? They're obviously really hot, but I feel like it would be really cool to have them do something, not just be really hot. To pull something, that's my idea for the hook. Fish hook. Yeah. But that would mean animating a whip-like thing and a separate weapon. On-hit effects. Something with a cooldown? Like overuse? Something with a trigger? Like Obsessive Stickman's fan? What if one... Hear me out. What if one blade... I think these are the same blade, aren't they? Yeah, they are. What if one blade triggers the other blade? We don't do two blades. We don't do two blades. Something over here does something that the blade then activates. Like, let's say the blade makes contact, or this thing makes contact, and it spawns fish. It spawns our goldfish off of the target. Then there's some kind of trigger. Maybe. Maybe. Hmm. Am I losing it? Am I going crazy? Might be losing it. Fish shield? What if you use a shield that the more strikes he blocks, the more energy is sent to the sword and it releases it all at once? What kind of energy is being released, I guess, would be my other question. I wonder if I could clearly showcase that. Where is this guy? Oh, it's up here, isn't it? Acid? Sizzle effect? The energy can either be explosive, or the strike is the power to strike the air. Oh, so he has like an in-air strike he can do. Like an in-air slice that he could do. Perhaps. You can't just say perhaps. A sword and shield. Sword and shield is cool, man. I think sword and shield is underrated. The hard thing is like illustrating the sword getting powered by taking hits, you know? I think that's gonna be too subtle. We're close, man. But it's too subtle. It needs pizzazz, needs bang. I almost imagine... Hold on. I almost imagine, like, upon impact, like fish swimming to the sword or something. Well, the thing is I don't know if how it's constructed. If I could even tone down the glow like that on the fly, maybe. Let me see. Oh, I guess I could. That's max power. Yeah, I guess I could. Well, that kind of affects it all the way throughout. Maybe I would just make stages of the sword, where it's like I have a sword like this, I make a second movie clip where the sword's like this, and another one where it's like that.
Switch.
I could do that. But that just visually makes it look like it's doing more. How can we make it visually, like the impacts seem like they're doing more? We're using our thinking. We're thinking, and we're using our thinking. Wait a minute, is it? Wait a minute, is it a shield or is it a back bling? Is a back bling cool? A trail of fish follows behind the sword, hitting an enemy a little bit more. Like bubbles? Tick, you're onto something, my friend. There's something there, my buddy. Maybe it's the number of fish. Maybe it's the number of fish that hit the target. Maybe he doesn't have a shield at all. It's almost like these fish are chasing the blade. And the number of fish that, as he swings it, it spawns fish. And the number of fish that make contact with the enemy increase the blade's power. They're energy piranhas. Energy piranha attack. Maybe. What do you guys think of that? His swipes spawn fish. The more times he strikes the enemy, the more energy the blade collects, the more fish spawns. When he dissipates the energy into the opponent, the piranhas go after the opponent. So my idea is, what I'm thinking is he sword swipes, right? Makes contact, boop. And as he makes contact, the little fish are quickly following right behind, boop. Almost like dive bombing the location he strikes. Boop, right? So it's like chomp, chomp, chomp. And that will, in turn, empower the sword, and you'll see that visually with its glow. I'm trying to think of what that might look like trails-wise. Yeah, it's like a multi-hit. It's a fishy impact.
Você quer ser que sou agressivo? Vou deixar sua bunda ardendo. Vou dar tapa, 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 tapa.
Let's give him a different pose. Yeah. And it could always be, I could always do like 3 fish. And it should be easy as an effect because I should be able to just do a subtle blur and subtle fade. Toma, toma. It's like he's swinging it. Can I do that? Hey, chill, Sticky Keys. I know what I'm doing. It's almost like a fishy trail. What do you guys think? I wonder what kind of animation the fish make when they make impact. Do they just pop like a little spark? And I feel like the bigger swing he does, the more fish it can spawn. So like quick little jabs aren't going to spawn 3 fish, but a big swipe is going to spawn multiple fish. And they can pop and burst on impact. Can I tint him white completely? Yeah. I don't want him to overshadow the blade, though. Yeah, they get white hot, and then they like touch the blade, and they burst into white sparks. Yeah. What do you think? Yes? No? Cooking? I like that. Yeah. As they're making contact with the blade. You don't think so? I feel like I can see it, but maybe not. Because it's almost like it's still like his brother, where he has like an on-hit effect, but it's a trailing on-hit effect. Oh, I double clicked out. My bad. Maybe not. Maybe you're right. I do like the sword, though. Ooh, that sword's hot. My only issue is the delay. Actually, my only issue is, honestly, creating the sword trails. The sword trails would be like the hardest part. The sword looks so hot. I want to be able to use the blade being this fiery hot. And I want to give reason to it too. But why? I like the fish idea. I don't necessarily think we need him to be... They could be orbiting the blade. Maybe they orbit the blade. Because it's a fish blade, but what would they do if they orbit the blade? Maybe they orbit the character. Maybe they orbit the Nabma. Does he need to use deep fry oil? Maybe. This is rough, dude. A bucket of deep fry oil? Possibly. Maybe he has a bucket on his back? Wait a minute. What if these fish are back bling that spits the oil to the blade? Wait a minute. Maybe if it's a fish factory. Maybe it's a fish oil factory. Maybe on hit. What if it's like, okay, what if there's something that's coming out of the target? Right? He makes a contact. Something comes out of the contact into the fish, and the fish spits it back out to the blade as oil. Or there could be a relationship here of impact, absorption, and that does something between the two. You know what I mean? A fish gun? I feel like it's an ornament, like it's part of his back. But it does something. I mean, if I did something where it was like sparks coming off, like when you hit somebody, it creates like these sparks, right, that come off. And these particles would just like focus, they would like aimbot into the back of the fish. But I'm not sure how it would like translate to the blade. Other than somehow it's like a power pack. It's like a Bluetooth power pack for the sword. Like the more oil it harvests from the target, the more power the blade has. And that's why they're like linked by this little image of like the fish. But powering the blade, what does powering the blade even mean? You know what I mean? What does powering the blade even actually mean? It looks hotter, but we still haven't like established what that actually does. It just cuts cleaner? I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's not really giving us a whole lot to work with. But I want the effect to be profound because I think it'd be really cool. I like the fish, I like the goldfish, I like the offset of colors. Actually deep frying stuff, but it's hard to make things look deep fried, I guess. I was gonna say the fish be made of boiling oil, like the battery acid demon, but I wouldn't know how to make those characters related. No, they wouldn't be related. This guy's of the cashier. Make stuff brown? Brown and crusty? Like he slices off an arm and it becomes brown and crusty?
Void.
That might be doable. Or the object he's hitting becomes that. So like he hits a stick figure. Wait a minute. Like say he's hitting a shield that becomes brown and crusty within the time. What if, hear me out. What if he can discharge? He has to hit it? Okay, listen, hear me out. We're onto something. He has to hit it. All I have to do is just delay this alpha, like this. I can empower it. Multiple hits, charges the blade, then he can discharge and deep fry. Because I don't want it to be like touch, deep fry, you know what I mean? But we can visually like, it'd be like slice. Slice, 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 and then he can discharge it, and it goes woo, slice, 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 woo, slice, 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 woo. I can just make different versions of the sword being highlighted on impact, and the backpack, the back bling can illustrate the same thing. It's visual, and it makes the power like limited in a way that isn't like, oh, he's just deep frying everything all the time. He's just cooking everybody, literally. Can I make the fish behave the same way? Let me see. Let me see if I can make the fish behave in a similar way. Let me see. Does it look like that when it's dead? Yeah, I can make the fish behave in a similar fashion. I think I should... Okay, and I think I can make the oil come off of the object. Could I make them just like regular orbs? Hold on. Like, I can make them just particles like this that come flying off. Like, what happens if I do this? Watch this. It's like as he gets closer to the fish, gets to the floating orbs, he's like collecting them. They get sucked into the fish, and the fish powers the sword, and then the sword can discharge and deep fry. So he slices, there's blood, but then also these like golden orbs pop out. And they will then aimbot themselves into the mouth of the fish, and that levels up the sword. Maybe you have the sword with the regular slashes, and then once he does the power attack, you get the deep fry trail. What's the deep fry trail? I mean, like it just looks special and like golden and stuff. Yeah, I'll make the slashes kind of match. The trails will kind of match. For sure. I don't want it to do, like, if it's just regular dull sword, I'm not going to make it all nice and pretty and glowy. Yes. Gets cooked. I need to illustrate what a limb being chopped might look like, though. I need to... Let's grab the head. Let's make it a default stick figure here. I'm trying to think. How do I illustrate? Maybe like a limb being chopped off, like this. Hold on, give me a sec. So like his arm has been chopped off. Is there a way I can deep fry this arm? Let's get in here so I'm not getting bothered by any of the other stuff. How do we deep fry this arm? Let me see. It's gotta be a gold, more of a brown, like a... Hey, change the color. Hello, mister. Doesn't turn it to poop. Thank you very much. It deep fries it. Like so. And then it can like break apart when it hits the ground. Thoughts? Tell me that is unique. That is unique New York. Can we glow this? Subtle glow. I feel like it needs to go like a gold to like seem like it's oily. Maybe. Not necessary. That's kind of sick. So he could be chopped. Well, I mean, okay. Does it matter? I mean, if his sword is cutting your arm off, do I care if it's deep fried or not? Unless he has a brother who gets powered up by eating deep fried fish or deep fried things or something, you know? What is he? What is the? Okay, I think we need to give purpose to the deep fried object, though. Because like a sword already cuts, you know, a sword already cuts limbs. If the fish eats it or whatever, I don't know. This is hilarious. Chop the arm off, it gets deep fried, and then him or someone else eats it. That's what I mean. Is there something that can happen with the deep fried thing? I think that's what we need to ask ourselves. Is there something we can do with the deep fried object? Let's let this marinate for a second. There's something here. We're literally cooking, okay? we're actually cooking. Close to withering, the deep frying is deteriorating objects, weapons, and barriers. What's up, OP? Act like a bomb? What's up, OP? Take it and throw it at the opponent for a crazy combo. I like that, Tyler. I'm guessing OP34 would know. The fish goes in his hat. And controls his body to cook dishes. A kitchen undercover. Bro, I don't know. But there's something here with the power-up of the deep fried object. So, let me get you caught up, OP34, and then let's see what your completely fresh take would be since you haven't watched this whole process. This is Nabma. Nabma is a relative or species type similar to Cashier, hence the Cyclopsness, right? Cyclops and coin on head. Cyclops, coin on head. This character has a goldfish back bling and a very hot sword. Impacts with this sword empower the sword. You can see the impacts glowing, the empowering the sword through time, like so. See that? So it makes what happens is he strikes an opponent, and these gold glowing orbs pop out, and those gold glowing orbs go into the mouth of the fish, and that powers up the sword. When it's at max, he can discharge the weapon, meaning strike like usual, but then he uses its energy, right? When he does this, you ready? He deep fries the object. Now the question is, what do we do with the deep fried object? Because, and here's my point, what's the point of deep frying something if this sword has the capability to cut a limb off or cut a person in half? Why do I care that they're deep fried? You know what I mean? Like, if the point is to survive attacking somebody, why do I care that they're deep fried? What do you do with deep fried things? You eat it. But why? Why are we deep frying stuff? Because the sword is hot? Well, the sword has magical... They're essentially, every strike you do, it's extracting oil from the person, and the fish is using that oil to power the sword. And so there's like oil coursing through it. And so when you discharge it, it's like you're discharging all that oil onto that person's or target's whatever. So then it deep fries the object that you're attacking. What's up, Connor? Which I love. But the question here is, I've chopped the limb off. It's deep fried. What do I do with it? What are we doing with this? I feel like it should matter. We've gotten this far. We're at the very end. We've deep fried his arm. What do we do with it? You eat it? Why do we eat it? What does it do for us? I'm like thinking like in a battle scenario. If we say it just heals you, healing is kind of weird or lame, I guess, in stick figure fight animations, because let's be honest, we don't ever really have an HP bar in this scenario, right? You take a bajillion hits and you look the same as you did when you started, right? I'm not saying he has to do something every time with the deep fried stuff, but there's something there. Temporary boost? If a guy eats his arm, gets it back. That's awful. He shouldn't have a buff. I would prefer to just chop his arm clean off then without deep frying it. Ooh, replenish the oil. That's kind of a cool take, because he expels the oil and he has to hit multiple times to get the oil back, or he can just nom that really quick and get it back instantly. It's like he gets his swing back. Huh. Yeah, it's the cashier, same species as cashier. Same species. Doesn't necessarily have to be related, but same species. That's interesting. How many are in Team Neptune right now? Let's see. Team Neptune is 35. We're so close, man. I just want... I mean, it's funny. And it's cool. I just wish there was like a perfect end. It's really not difficult. It's simple as sword strikes generate oil from the target. Oil travels into the fish mouth, and the fish mouth powers the sword. When the sword is at full power, it discharges the oil into the attack and deep fries the target. The fried bit becomes a fried fish and helps his attack. Oh my god, that would be a lot to animate, I think, though. It's not overcomplicated, it's very wordy, though. It's not up, it's like, he swings a sword, particles go into his backpack, and then one of the times he swings a sword, and it deep fries, like it just turns the thing brown and crusty. I want this to matter for some reason. I think it's funny, and I want this to matter for some reason. Maybe the oil is just flammable, and he can use his sword to create sparks that set the flame. Feed the fish the deep-fried severed limb and supercharge the sword for a devastating attack. You gotta eat it. It's gotta be eaten, right? I love this concept, and it's really not gonna be a hard thing to animate. It's really not. He has to eat it. And I can make it like comically funny too. I can have like a big mouth. It seems a lot simpler compared to the random fish eating a deep fried Twinkie. I didn't say the fish had to eat it. I want Nabma to eat it. The fish gets the oil. The fish is a happy. is a happy camper. Oh no, the limb is just a good example. I want the limb to be a good example. You know, to show, because if I did it all like this, the whole stick figure, I think, I don't know. I think it just illustrates it a little bit better, you know? He could do this and cut a stick figure in half and it deep fries both parts of it or whatever. It's a back bling. It's like a backpack. It's like a backpack. It's like a magical item. Think of it as a magical piece of gear. The sword and the golden fish together are like a teamwork magical item. I don't see the fish as alive, no. I see it as like a back shield. Like a shield on his back, essentially. With magical properties. I mean, he could be a shark. What if he's got teefies? What if he's got little twofers? I just imagine him opening wide and eating these deep fried pieces for some reason. He puts the sword in the fish's mouth when he isn't fighting. I love that. I think that's a great idea. I just imagine him opening really wide and like chomping, like cartoony massive. And like shark eating, like a big ass shark bite. Like literally like his head pops out like this and he's like, rawr. And the little piece goes in here and he chomps and he turns his head back into normal. Chomp. It would clear the stage. This last piece, man. I want this last piece to be right. It's so close. I mean, frying something sometimes extract oil from the meat, so yeah. So if he eats it, I just see this really like comical eating animation. I want to make use of it. Maybe that's just his motivation. Maybe homeboy's just hungry. Maybe he's just hungry, dude. And that's part of his characterization. He just wants to eat. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let me back up. This might be too deep. I'm in it too much in my head. But what if these coins are like they're like a curse from this culture where you're obsessed with something. Well, like it's like the 10 Commandments or whatever, like gluttonous, right? Nabma might be gluttonous. And Cashier is obsessed with money and gold. So he's obsessed with greed. He's obsessed with greed. He's obsessed with food. The coins is a frying pan? Oh my god. Yeah, I think he's gluttonous. Seven deadly sticks. Yeah, like the 7 deadly sins. They're cursed with the 7 deadly sins in his species. Homeboy's hungry. Guy's just hungry, dude. What the heck? He's like foaming at the mouth. He's just salivating. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I don't think that looks like foaming at the mouth. It just looks like white stuff, white teeth. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe something creative will come down the line later. But for now, he's done. Me hungry. Me hungry. That's all he has to say. Let me get rid of all this. Hits with blade. Shoot out oil. Oil is auto collected by fish bling back, fish back, or just say fish. Fish powers sword at full power sword. Deep fries hits. Boom. Cannibal character? No, I don't have a cannibal character. I feel like there's gonna be a guy that somehow his whole thing is going to be eating as his steroid, and they're gonna have a duo that's gonna go super hard. Nabma plus Munch for the rest of the world. Nabma and Munch would clear. Can you imagine? Munch just being a vacuum coming behind Nabma and just his full yo. Separately, side character, there's a guy that always goes around with Nabma and he just eats the deep fried stuff and then he has one huge burst attack that he does. You know what I mean? Like he literally just tanks hits and avoids damage until he eats like a certain number of fried objects from Nabma, and then he just is rages out in some massive attack. Yep. Be hungry. Hits with blade, shoot out oil. Oil is auto-collected by fish. Fish power sword. At full power, sword deep fries hits. Nabma. I like it. Hey, it only took us an hour and 20 minutes, guys. And I'm pretty sure I bored some people to sleep. But, you know, it is what it is. Some days... Actually, most of the time. I think you guys give me too much credit. I struggle, you know? But it's perseverance. No, I just got rid of those. Why did it not get rid of them? Hello? That is very funny. That might be the funniest one. Wait, what time is it? Oh, we're not. It's only 10. We're good. Nabma. Let me put the fish react on here. There we go. It's perfect. All right, he's on the mountain. Nabma's done. Nabma, Neptune or Ultra Savior? Decide. Nabma. Ultra Savior or Neptune? What do you think? I'm leaning Neptune. If he's not Cannibal, probably Savior. I'm leaning Neptune because he is gluttonous. He's cutting people up and eating them. Yeah. He's cutting people up and eating them. Look at him, dude. Look. Me hungry. Yeah, Neptune. Bep Nep. Davey M is up next. Neptune climbing back a little bit. 36. This is number 75. Davey M. Alright, alright. Davim. Davim. Davey M. Dave M. Okay, give me a color. Yo, that's a new one. I don't think we've worked with this color yet. That's interesting. I put him up in Stone Creations. Okay. Starting us off, let's get some shapes going. Dave M. Dave M. Not really giving us much anything. This blue color makes me think of electricity, though. The contrast this color would have with electricity is pretty cool. We're using our thinking. We're thinking. White also goes good with this. Well, what if these are his blades? Just these like really sharp sticks. What happens if I sharpen this bad boy a couple times? Straighten? Is it even working? No clue if I want to use this. I'm messing around. Early phases. Phases is always just messing around. Dive him. Divim. Beam. Dive him. Dive him. Maybe we should consult our different species of characters. Is there anyone we can draw inspiration from? Why did my door just close? Hold on. I think one of my cats is trapped in here or something. Give me a sec. I'm back. Let's think back bling. Back bling, orbiting, transforming. Did I hit my... I think I hit my thing that makes me... His name's not giving me much to work with. Should we look at creating another character? Cloud people we just hit upon. When was our last robot? Wait. Oh yeah, right here. That was a robot. Clown. Reminds me of one game, Dave the Diver. What if he's another cursed child? He has like a nerf. What's a nerf we could give somebody that's really strong that also acts as their power or something? Similar to El Stevie, I wonder. Then another cursed child. Just drawing shapes. I don't know what's going on. Shackled hands. Bone regeneration? Bone regeneration was only good when you were breaking your bones. So you'd have to break his bones to make it a worthwhile thing. You know what I mean? Let's think outside the box. Let's make him evil. Bro, what is going on? We haven't animated anyone with multiple limbs. Do we go that route? I want to make someone evil. Four limbs. Four limbs is kind of annoying. A vampire or something? Not necessarily, but I want another like demon character. I want somebody that's like Habalababobo. Nah, he's a clown. Rogamation's Milk Vast vibe, you know? Like they look evil. Spectre. Oh, Tick, you're right. We don't have any more bugs. What are some bug details? Eyes, antenna. There's multiple limbs. But honestly, multiple limbs on a stick figure, it gets kind of cluttered. Unless you can put them away. It gets messy when you have to animate them all the time. Because the silhouette gets icky. Big beetle horn? Now we're talking. I don't even know what that looks like exactly, but it doesn't matter. Ooh. With horn wings? What if he's got like Kozak's arms? Heracross, yeah. I'm trying to imagine it front facing, if that's gonna be awful for a stick figure. Like, is that gonna be nightmarish? Like, front facing wise? You know what I'm saying? Heracross is kind of like this. Like, in combat, rotating this might be a nightmare. I can't see, Dave. I mean... If you add those things to the back of his hands you had before, it could be a praying mantis. True. I just feel like attacking like that's gonna be so awkward. Like attacking with it's actually incredibly short range when you think about it, because of how you have to angle yourself if your blades are like this. You know what I mean? I mean, it can work. Let's just see what it feels like. It's just awkward from different angles, you know? Just commented on TikTok? Sweet. Benjamin! All the friends coming in. What's up, Benjamin? Kabuto. Ooh. Now we're talking. I like that. I might like that better. Wait, is he like... Wait, like Kabutops or Kabuto? Kabutops. I don't know, man. I don't know, ma'am. I am talking about the helmet. The helmet. This? There's an ant, and he can summon a swarm of ants to do something. That I like. I actually like that. Mantids. Oh, Mantis. I still want him to be kind of like this, but I don't think I want to do bug face. Thorax and an ant and mantis head. I don't want to change up the stick figure body. I want still the base of the body to be stick figure. Because then it like starts to become, you have to like know how to make a mantis move for combat, and you know, it can be kind of tricky. I want it to be stick figure first and mantis second, if possible, or bug second. That's what we're going for. So like if his shape changes, his animation changes pretty dramatically. I like the ant's idea though. And I still like his head. His head I think is cool. I think his head is cool. It makes it seem like he's like the master ant or something. To go to the ant idea, you could make the ants be smaller stick figures with bug features. If I animated ants, it would be, they'd be like little particles. You wouldn't tell that they'd be like this. They'd be animated just like a particle would be. I mean, this guy could definitely have a scythe that would fit in with the having those same kind of features, because the mantis's weapon is essentially this, but in a stick figure's hands, it's gonna look a lot more like this if it's in his hands. But the net effect is pretty much the same. You know what I mean? The queen. No, this guy would be like a worker bug. He's like a manager bug. A scythe with a bunch of holes and ants come out of. Ew. I don't know if I could shake that, can I? My favorite character so far? A bug butt? We might be able to manage that. Bro, I can't just pick one. I don't know that I could just pick one, dude. One to rule them all. I feel like Rhgs. Thank you, thank you. I feel like Rhgs speaks to me the most. I feel like I would align with Rhgs the most. This is the one we just made. Nabma. He is a forest lover who has a pet onionling. He is super lovey and friendly with all things nature, but he has this massive meat cleaver, machete, and sentient vines. Like the vines, like wrap around the blade and wither and like writhe around the blade. The idea is like he throws the blade, it makes contact, and the vines will actually grab onto the target that it made contact with and pull it into the target even further. Or like if Rhgs gets separated from his weapon, the vines can actually like walk it back to him. And yeah, if you mess with his onionling, he goes into a rage. And his his leaves start to like get all straight up and spiky and rattle like a rattlesnake, and then he's taking you out. Rhgs is goated. And these are one of his brothers, Mr. Guy. Mr. Guy has a special magical rock rat or rock mouse that perches on these sticks on his really cool hat that Mr. Guy thinks rocks, because he thinks this rock hat rocks. And his mouse actually spawns these cheese rock thwomps above enemies. And periodically, like from Mario, you know, and it'll chase above before dropping. And he thinks every mouse needs a monitor, like a computer. So he found a rock that looks like a monitor, and he put it on a stick. Because, you know, every mouse needs a computer. And this is his brother, Lemonio. Lemonio, he's the smart one. They all think he's a genius. He's the businessman. That's why he has a briefcase rock, which is, again, a mallet. And he put the book rock on his head because he's book smart. Because he put the book where his smart is. And he has this watch. Well, it's a blood-sucking proximity mine tick that is continuously sucking his blood that he's painted like a watch. He calls it a tick, and he thought it's a watch because it makes a beeping sound. And every time he looks at his clock, because, you know, businessmen are, time is money, it gives the tick time to spawn more mites. The proximity mites that jump out and they'll chase down enemies and explode. That's one of his brothers. His other brother is Duke McNewt. He hates how all of his brothers are loved and are taller than him and have all these little friends. And so he's really pissed. And so he just bops things over the head and throws them in this barrel of fire behind him because he's mad. And he also uses the barrel as a weapon as well. He can set it sideways and smack it and shoot fire out. That tick's power, but mechanical. It's a magical tick. Get it? Tick like a clock. Haha. But this one doesn't explode, even though it's a proximity tick. Because it has the perfect host. This massive thing he gets to suck blood from. Yeah, these are all... I love them all. Proximity... Yeah, it's a tick. Because he thinks clock. He thinks it's a clock. That's why he put it on his wrist and he drew a little clock on it. And they jump off and they... Like, this thing lays eggs. Tick tock, tick, yeah, egg literally. It's a tick. It ticks and then explodes. Yes. It's double meaning. Yes, you got it. Yeah. I really like giving things passives, like small requirements. Like Yamaha, he has these wands, right? Every time he gets an elimination, he grows a wand on his back. This staff that he uses as a staff actually has an open end to it where he shoots out these grappling little goobers. I call them creepers or creepies. Think about those things on those alien movies where they like hit your face and then wrap around your face. Right? Now, what he can do is he can grab these wands and put them in his other hand. And for every wand he has in his hand, we'll shoot that number of creepies out of his staff. Creepies. Yes, the other guy, he is in the same species and culture as Rajamations. So they're from the same kind of culture. So if he comes back from combat looking like this, he's a great warrior because he didn't need to use all of his creepies. You know, he just fought his way through it. So if he has like a big monster or a big mob or a strong guy that he needs to take down, he can grab all of these, put them in his hand, shoot out a whole village of creepies. But every elim grabs, and then it consumes the wands. So this right here is the illustration of how the wands disappear. This is how they are static. They grow when he's using it. It glows more, and then it does like a frame or two of fading, and then it goes away. So what I'm going to do with these is a massive 1v1 tournament with all of them. And it's a tournament of the two gods between Neptune, the escaped god, and Ultra Savior, which is his keeper and his brother. These are the two gods of this Stones Rhg universe. And so all of these characters are either on Team Neptune or Team Ultra Savior. Currently it's 38 Ultra Savior, 36 Neptune. And these are more people that I'm still creating for. I'm also going to create little shorts with them so you can learn about them. Yeah, think Rock Hard Coliseum, except I make all the characters. And like 50 shorts. And a big, massive finale. And then little art pieces and small shorts of individuals in between. And then maybe 2v1s, maybe just duos. You know, you have like Pan Butelli is on the same team as Jelly Jam. Maybe they do a short little cute animation where they make a sandwich or something and they just crush themselves together. I don't know. Streaming every day for 2 years? More like 10 years, probably. But I've contacted some people that could be helping me as well. But starting small. Yeah, affectionately known as Stone's Rhg Universe. Also, this guy is the guardian of Stone Mountain, which is the planet they live on. The planet they live on is a massive mountain with small microclimates all over it. And that's where you get all of these different cultures and species. And we've already went and broke out what those different types of creatures already are. We have clowns, brutes, aliens, underworld, demons, cursed children, which are like demigod people, avians, gods, robots, cats, aquatic, human, cloud. We haven't even labeled some of them, but like for instance, Rhgs is the same species as L. Stevie. Lucid is the same species as Gloopy. We have the avians, Crow for Crow, Chronicle, Cloud, Linakuzu, Cassia. Cassia has a cloud, lightning cloud yo-yo. The brutes are the Lamonio, Mr. Guy, Rosk, and McDoot. Underworld is like Spectre, Skelly Guy, Milkvast. Where else? Ren's maybe. Ren's is also clown. We have clowns. 1, 2, 3, 3 right here. 4 clowns. Only 2 bugs for now. We're working on the second bug right now. The Buttersmith. Yeah, he has rubber butter coming out of his hands. And his hat, he can freeze the rubber butter into weapon shapes. And those objects are also attached to where his rubber butter comes out. Oh, Neptune? Yeah, so Neptune's idea, let's go over it real quick, because there's probably some other people in here that don't know it too. So these are the 2 brothers. One day I accidentally made a god character on accident. And I was like, well, he can't be in the tournament because, you know, it's going to be dumb if there's a god character in the tournament. This is not a character I would suggest making, right? Basically, this mace, when he hits you, creates a small temporary black hole. So he hits, black hole, you're sucked in, that's it. You're cooked, right? And then I made Ultra Savior, just so happened to be right after that, and hits with his scythe, smite the target. No, Neptune is this guy. Neptune is this character. The black hole is created when he smacks something with his mace. If he hits you with this mace, it's going to create a black hole and suck you in. And he has these chains because he broke free. These are like these holy chains. Pretty, right? This black hole is the same one that's on his head over here. But he's like the holy version. It's literally the same graphic, tinted differently. It's layers and blends. Layers of different blends. So every time we create a character, we say, okay, what team is he on? Neptune or Ultra Savior? Good guy or bad guy? That's pretty much the rundown. And yeah, we've been doing that now for a while. And we've been making connections between different characters. There's robots and even subclass of robots, for instance, that are on the same like culture or species, maybe the same factory in their case. MJ Tron and Otaku, which we made today. Oops, sorry. Same factory. Why is the background a yellowish tint? That's what I like. That's what I started with. King is with Queenly. Queenly is like the battle princess badass. And King is like the best defense maybe of all time. He throws these pawn stakes wherever he wants. And if he hits you with his pawn staff, he can choose to teleport you to wherever, whichever pawn stake he's placed. So if you fight him for a while, he can place these spread out. He can throw it in the sky really far and then hit you with it and you go flying, you know? There's a bunch of different, like, small relationships that different people have, whether brother and sister, within the same culture. And obviously, all this is just made up. This is all just on the fly. But we are slowly building out this whole universe of characters that could be one-offs, could relate to each other, could be family related or just in the same species. That also was just by accident, you know, when you create 80 characters or whatever. Stone's Rhg universe. I started noticing some similarities popping up. Oh, Nabma, he's the second of his kind that I've created. There was Cashier up here. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's been probably 50 hours, maybe 60 hours of creating these characters. Sorry, I got off track, but that was fun, right? I feel like his weapon should be bug related somehow. Yeah, I see you stream this all the time. I do it like 3 times a day. This is Dave M. This is who we're working on. He's a bug. I'm trying to figure out what his ability or weapon is right now. This could be an awesome comic. This could be an awesome collab. Everyone picks one of the characters from the universe. There's so many things. Is he related to Tick? Yes. He's in the bug, at least in the bug species. He may not be related to Tick, but we're creating more bugs. We don't have any more. We don't have enough bugs. What is something? A bee gun? Hmm. Beetle battle axe. Now we're getting somewhere. Beetle bow and arrow. Maybe attach a sickle and blade on the hand. Beetle wings. These are all really good ideas. Warrior ant has armor. What if his headpiece is more than just a headpiece? What if it's... What if it does something? Beetle's extremely strong and tough? Yes. Like a chitinous armor, like an actual beetle? Dual shields would be pretty dope. That would be cool. Hold on, let me see what a beetle looks like. I don't know if I like the glow on there. Hold on. I just typed beetle like the Beatles. Like an idiot. Can we grab any inspiration here? I like how it's like holographic. Like that is sick. Can I do that? Can I do that? Trapjaw ants? I think so. Dual beetle shields? How would that look though? Hold on. I have an idea. Tint. Let me cook. Give me a second. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm experimenting with something. Just give me a second. No, it's not doing what I want it to. No, it's not doing what I want to. He's an ant and a beetle? Maybe. Beetle-esque tank. Then he stands up like he's a fully grown dude. Maybe. Modify transform. This is a different. This is different for a number of reasons. So I'm almost imagining he's like this. They're like wings almost, but it's also a shield. A gradient, maybe. Maybe. Imagine he gets both shields in front. Yeah, he gets like a battering ram. Hold on. experimenting. Give me a sec. We could have something here. Give me a second, I'm experimenting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's kind of holographic like those other bugs. Maybe. I think I need to make the undercarriage a little darker so we can see the arms pop. Yeah. What? It's like not allowing me to erase this? What the heck? There we go.
Never really saw you coming until you turned me around.
I might just go with that. I might just like that. I can leave this light.
So give me your hand, take it to the side. No, I don't ever wanna see you cry.
I like that. That's really good color contrast too.
No more tears, take that chance. We'll be fine.
Could be attached to his body. Right now they're kind of attached to his arms. Captain America who's a beetle. So these are like shields but also weapons. Which is cool and all, but it doesn't necessarily tie in anything yet. Like he could probably fight with he could definitely fight with these. He could also probably fly with these. If they're attached to his arms, that means he really can't fight with his hands. Yeah, when he punches, he's gonna punch with these. He can punch with these just as easily. They're gonna do more damage than anything. Giant shoulder pads, yeah, kinda. What if they are just giant shoulder pads? We could make them wings that he could use as shields. As well. But then he's got all these secondary items to roll around. This is kind of cool, though. Kind of looks neat. And they're more beetly. Shoot something out with this horn? That'd be cool. What would his horn shoot out? What could his horn shoot out? Let's put it that way. Telekinesis is kind of boring because it just means you're floating stuff. You know, unless you're really, really selling it, it just looks like you're floating stuff. Bullet ant, and he shoots a bullet? Maybe he has a gun. Maybe he's a bullet ant because he has a gun. Dual pistol wielding bullet ant? Lol. He can be an actual bullet ant. Don't let him hear say bullet ant. Why? Dude, I think bullet ant would be so funny. Him being an actual bullet ant. I don't have any pistols. Pistols that shoot ants? Oh. It's really hard to make telekinesis look like something more than just floating stuff. Later, Benjamin. I appreciate you, buddy. Bye. Honestly, he'd agree with me. It is so hard to make something look more than just it's floating around. That would be interesting, though. He's a bullet ant that shoots bullet ants. How can I make them appear like bullet ants? Like they crawl on the target? Could I make that happen? I like the idea of him being an ant that shoots bullet ants. Dude, what's going on? So edgy? I don't know how he's edgy. I don't have any characters that use guns at all. He's my first gun-wielding character, and I think it'd be funny if he's an ant that shoots bullet ants. A railgun? I don't want to overdo like some gaudy gun that takes like rotating and stuff. Like these kind of guns are easy because you just point and create a projectile, you know what I mean? But I hate the idea of like rotating with like a ton of ammo coming off of like a bullet vest chain thing, you know what I mean? One guy has a gun? Who is it? I'm not even saying you're wrong, I just don't even know. I feel like I don't have a gun guy yet. I don't need to have a gun guy. I've always avoided gun characters because I feel like it can take away the combat a little bit. It can make the combat feel a little dull because you're just shooting at everything. But if it's funny like this, that's a different story. If he's shooting a kind of projectile that maybe is slower in its tack, you know? Like it takes time or something. I think that's funny. See, take this. Oh yeah, he has like a Mega Man arm. That's a little bit different, I think. Yeah. You're right. I didn't really take that as a gun, I guess, because it's like a cannon specialty thing, I guess. Can I make this look like it's flying by doing this? Something really easy. They waddle. Dude, everyone's leaving, dude. What the heck? This is my last idea before I leave wings plus 1 Mega Man arm that shoots bullet ants. Boom, there you go. One big arm that shoots bullet ants? How funny. I don't even know that I wanted to have weapons. Like guns. I just thought the idea of a bullet ant was so hilarious. Because he's a bullet ant. Nah, I don't want to do guns. Guns just feel so boring, man. Unless you make them garbage, you know? You know what the kind of weapon I haven't done yet? Is the one that, like, comes off the side. This kind of weapon that Exortine does all the time. It's like this. Like on his noob versus pros or whatever. I've never been good with guns though. The thing is like I don't like. I don't know. I just never been good with them. You can definitely do them cool. I just can't do them cool. I've never been good with them. Jay, you're right. That's right. No, wait. Claws? These are kind of like claws. Yeah, I don't have a problem with weapons, like guns. I have a problem with me with them. I'm not any good with them. I don't know how I do claws on this guy. I feel like they can't really be this color, though. It loses its identity a little bit. Can we do something like this? Kind of like that. We have an animation practice that we're gonna do in the future. What? Shooting guns? They don't interest me as much. I mean, they're definitely cool. They can be done right, 100%. They don't interest me as much. I wonder if I double it up like this, if it can be cool. Kind of leans to that claw identity a little bit. It's not very bug-like, though. The only thing I don't like about these is it takes away his ability to, like, punch. He has to be... He's basically slicing if they're facing forward all the time like that. Could be guns are overused. I don't think guns are overused. Maybe? Do you feel like guns are overused? I don't feel like guns are overused. Like Blade Tonfa, yeah. I just learned what Tonfa was earlier today. That's pretty cool, right? I like that. I do think he needs a little bit more identity, though, other than just, like, he flies and has spiky fingers to attack with, you know? Correct. Guns are used by minions and not the main guy. And I'm okay with that because minions kind of never land a hit anyways. They're always getting basically pumped. And I kind of like deflecting bullets. I think deflecting bullets is cool. I'm okay. I could agree with that. And I think that's cool. Is there anything that we can add to this guy that makes him unique other than he's beetle wings, claws? I resist the urge to add electricity because I feel like that would be so sick coming from his what do you call it, antennae? You know what I mean? I think that'd be sick. Shooting down onto his claws. Dude, oh, that's so sick. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. It looks too cool. I love that so much. I love it. I love it. Ugh. Ugh. I like it. He's a lightning bug. Like moths to a flame. That's his tagline. His antennae generate electricity that he could send to his claws. So freaking cool. Oh my god, you put this character in the hands of someone like Exortine? Oh my god. That's it. That's all you need, dude. I think I can maybe get away with doing this. Since these wings are all fluttering. Give me a second. Yes. Yes. It's such good contrast on the blues and purples and pinks. His color palette is so dope. This is a very cool bug edition. He just went from like, I guess, to like, I like this a lot. Like moths to a flame. Flying. I'm gonna call him a war beetle. Electric war beetle. Claws electrified by antenna. I'm gonna shrink this text. Electric War Beetle claws electrified by antenna. Do I need to state that he flies? I would say flies at a rapid speed. At a flies in bursts at great speeds. I think that's good because I'm not just describing that he flies. You can kind of get that he flies. You know, like it's like, yeah, we get it. Like he's got wings. But I wanted to find that like he's kind of heavy. So he's not flying like a fly would. He's flying in a short, like, I need to get across the room. Oh, shield wings. Yes. Wings double as back shields. Like when he's not doing anything. I would say back shields because at this point I'm not going to be able to throw him in the front. You know? I'm not going to throw his... I'm not going to throw him being able to, like, rotate them to the front. They're attached at the back. I think that's fair. Don't you think that's fair? Damn, I must be boring everyone tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not on my top of my game, I think. You win some, you lose some, you know what I mean? I'm definitely going a little slower tonight, but I think it's worth it. These characters are really cool. I'm working on the background, don't worry about it. Cool. Later, Maniac. Okay, he is done. Let us go ahead and create his thing here. Save him. Okay. Donskis. That is cool looking. I like that. 11:30, maybe I'll call it here then. It needs to be moved over a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Publish. And let's go ahead and throw them up on the mountain. Save them. Done, skis. All right. There we have it. You might submit it tomorrow. Sick. I can't wait. If it helps, your streams have been helping me with my work. Creative juices are flowing through the roof. I do appreciate you telling me that. That is huge. That is really big for me. Because, like I said, I was going to be doing this privately anyways. And I figured, you know what? If this provides value to others, I might as well do it. So, yeah. All right, friends, I think it's about bedtime for me. We created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters since this time last night. But before we go, we need to establish, is this Team Neptune or Team Ultra Savior for Davey M? Is this a Neptune or Ultra Savior? Feeling very Neptune. Little evil looking. Electric claws, looking maniacal. Plus bug, let's be honest. Like bugs, you gotta make them look really cute or they're gonna be leaning Neptune. It's another Neptune. He's pulling back. 37. And that takes us to a grand total now. We are now at 75. 75 original characters. That is Literally insane. And I really want to say the back half of this has gotten really creative too. Even more so. I feel like I was going to lose steam with creativity. I think I gained steam. But yeah, we definitely struggled on some of these today. We pumped out 2 or 3 of these really fast, and they felt good. And then held up on Mr. Guy for a while. Same thing with all of them on the later half of the day. I feel like my brain has been cooked. But I do like the result I ended up with. I just feel like it took me longer than I needed to get there. But their character identity is really cool. Everything flows really well. I'm very happy with it. So I will see you all here again tomorrow. Okay. I'll see you later. I love you. Goodbye. Thanks, friends.